Hi there, my name is Cameron, and these are the things I think on platforms and the legacy of ideas. I'm the author for Tacks 7, Platforms and the Legacy of Ideas, and so it's good to sit with you all and just talk a little bit about my experience writing it, and at least some thoughts I had after I wrote it. Without further ado, let's hop right on in. As I sit in the shadow of Brass Tack 7's rise over the horizon, I am left feeling a touch of somber melancholy. Indeed, there's room for evolution in the field of creation, be that with the stroke of a pen or an athletic feat. We are creatures who yearn to be better, to be more. Our innate strive to compete and soar to new heights is something that makes us special as a species. That is, we become uncomfortable sitting still. Evolution is such a strange and wondrous thing. To change, to be malleable to the status quo, and to hold fast to the idea that our bodies simply adapt. Quite brilliant stuff there, life. And yes, maybe it's the ongoing march of entropy towards seeking that universal heat death, a final perfect order that causes us to innately challenge the said status quo. To not be satisfied, consciously or no, and driven to progress through our thoughts, feelings, actions, and beget a new world. It seems to me that this is where our idols fit in. For where we carry our interest, so too do we look to the avatars of such things. The best singers, athletes, champions of all realms, we see them. We watch as they spurn the common understanding of talent and reach for the extreme end of the bell curve that is talent. See the connection yet? We want to be them because our bodies tell us that these people are higher evolved beings. Subconsciously, that is. In a space where success is a modality of self-preservation, it makes sense that we look to those who project the most of it. Oh, this person is the best X, Y, or Z? Yes, I'd love to hear what they have to say because maybe I can learn from them and incorporate their ways of thinking into my own life. In short order, the people with the platform become messengers of a standard, a way of living. After all, if they are having this much success, then they must be right about something. Right? Right? Well, I'd like to think so. But at the same time, I can look to very specific instances of people who have done something grand and have turned out to be some complete and utter insert vulgar descriptor of your choice here. The consequence of talent is that people are going to heed the words of those who are. And sure, this can be a wonderful thing. As a student of Tolkien's world building and Bourdain's structure of honesty, I can attest to the fact that some people, in what they built, can have tremendous positive impact on the life of someone searching for a pathway forward. Yet, at the same time, there are others who find solace with those whose words and actions carry much more negative connotations following early success in their careers. Audience then cannot be blind. Yet, as we cry out for accountability, backlash comes from sources who want to latch onto the idea that, oh, but what about what this person did before? Don't those successes still matter? Yeah, they do. Herein we enter the discomfort of having to alienate the creator from the created work. Because as something grows and takes on an ethos that transcends the original author, it has the capacity to leave them behind. Reconciling the taint of controversy with the necessity of work created preceding it, It's a horrific process. Does it adulterate what we learn? Is the very work itself poisoned? In truth, I don't know if there is a simple yes or no answer here. But what I do believe is that something created certainly has the power to outlast their creator, and that includes their social death just as it does their actual one. After all, the stories we grew up with don't just disappear because the writer turned out to be of an intolerant sort. Just as the championships of our favorite teams aren't erased because one of the best players committed a heinous crime. But wherein the line is drawn surely still exists. That's a discussion we all must have, with ourselves and with society on the whole. Because having a platform is a powerful thing. It means what someone created has given us cause to listen, both out of interest and out of an evolutionary desire to improve. And with that power, you guessed it, comes great responsibility. For the creator, for ourselves. To consume is to participate, and to adapt is to pay heed to our idols. Perhaps it is time we turn our idolatries inward and build our own platforms. We certainly can, after all, considering the tools provided to us by social media. Maybe being an influencer is part of that. But in reality, we each can hold a modicum of influence by which we contribute to the things we believe in, pushing up the platform and the work that supports its foundation. For me, I ponder the day when people adapt the great fantasy story for their own tales, using the world of Tradia for all new fictions. Grandiose of me to presume. Hell no, I'm a great writer. But TGFS isn't anywhere near that level of influence. Yet. Just as Tacks Media isn't either. Brass Tacks, Things I Think, Pod Tacks, Daily Tacks. I can hope. I can do the work. I can write the words and gain followers and spread the messages. And do so with the understanding that it might transcend me in time. That I might bring on new contributors, or that the brand that is Tacks will remain after I retire. TGFS, Tacks, these are my platforms. And I, at least, can hold true to the beliefs that guide them, while also working to ensure that nothing I do spurns on a controversy surrounding the nature of the content itself. And at the end of the day, hopefully those things can propagate out as my legacy ideas. This has been Things I Think about platforms and the legacy of ideas. My name is Cameron Pratt, and it has been my pleasure to do this read aloud for you. Please be sure to like, share, and of course subscribe if this work resonates with you. We'll see you next week for the Things I Think.